Hello, good day. My name is John. I'm from Alberta. I am putting my face online to discuss Alberta independence and my perspective of Alberta independence. I think it's time for each of us to share our own perspectives of what this means to us. I think that this is the most significant civilian led political movement that our country, Canada, has ever seen. And this is for I guess the building of a new nation of Alberta, a Republic of Alberta, potentially even a Republic of Canada. And really, truly, honestly, I hope that that's what happens. I believe that Alberta will rise first against a corrupt confederation, a corrupt government that is taking our rights away. And they see our rights more as privileges. They see us as our controllers, as our authoritarians, the ones that get to dictate to us what we are and what we get to do. For me, individually, Alberta independence, it's in the name. Independence to me means sovereignty, and sovereignty to me means God given rights. It means my ability to pursue my own prosperity, my own happiness, and my own life as I see fit. As I see fit through my faith, through my relationship with God, and my relationship with my neighbors. And so that is what sovereignty is to me. What I believe to be happening right now is not that. I believe that we have a government and we have systems in place, organizations in place that are trying to tell us how to live and trying to keep us within the confines of their rulings. And there are many questions that I have regarding this. I have questions regarding who gets to create the rules and why they get to create the rules in such a way. I am done with a system of rules for thee and not for me. I am done with injustice. I am done with criminals being at the helm of our organizations. I am done following criminals off the cliff of societal degeneration. I am done with neighbors turning on each other. I am done with people pointing at each other and blaming each other for situations and circumstances that were not created by the individual but created by the system. So I hope that I'm clear with my own perspective in this. The reason I'm putting my face to camera for the first time, and I've had my reservations about putting myself online, because of the hate that I see online, that I see that people are constantly, going to war with each other over things that they truly don't even understand. And I'm not saying that I fully understand. I am just a humble human being putting myself in front of you, who I do not get to see, and you get to see me. You get to judge me, and I'd say, judge not, lest ye be judged. And I think that this is a crucial time for each of us to put our voices forward. This is a true democratic process that is happening within Alberta right now. This is the time to state our opinions. It's the time to use our voices. It's the time to state our perspectives, because I truly find that the more that we share with each other, the more that we're going to understand that we're a lot closer to each other than we are to the system. And I say finding common ground through common space, through common ground, through common sense. And my name is John, and I am from Alberta. I have lived in Alberta my entire life. I grew up in Calgary. I went to school in Calgary. I went to university in Calgary. I had a corporate job in Calgary in oil and gas downtown. And I moved to a rural town in central Alberta off of Highway 21 known as Trochu. Where in the hell is Trochu is our unofficial slogan and bumper sticker. So kind of funny. And why I'm doing this is because this is how I see civilian-led engagement happening, is through people simply sharing with each other. Prior to COVID, I was starting to awaken to the fact that things are not as they seem always. That there are people who are trying to tell us what we can and cannot do. Now, COVID came and it definitely unveiled what the government thinks about our inalienable rights given to us by God, where they can restrict how we associate, what we're allowed to say, who we get to hang out with, and to be around, how many people we get to be around, if we're allowed to wear masks or not, if we should get vaccinated or not, should that be forced or unforced, and all of these things are ludicrous in my opinion. I think that we have sovereignty, God-given rights. Nobody gets to tell me what to do. My sovereignty ends where your sovereignty begins. meaning that I can do what I think is right and for my prosperity and for my life, as long as it does not step on your sovereignty. Unfortunately, we live in this woke world right now where somebody else's opinions are considered to be, we'll say, more important than somebody else's. You know, special groups, be it LGBTQ rights, be it indigenous rights, be it whatever rights. There are special groups that live within our society that the government and the institutions are starting to use this to put us, our human beings, our neighbors, our fellow Albertans against each other. And what I'm saying is that is not right. I believe that sovereignty means that I have the ability to pursue my prosperity without interference from others, and definitely without interference from the government or other organizations. The reason why this is important to me is because I am 38 years old. I've grown up in Alberta my entire life so far, and I don't believe that I have been rewarded these God-given rights. I believe that our Constitution is a constitution of privileges of which the government can take away whenever they feel is appropriate, and I think that is wrong. I'm not going to get into any of the nuanced things about Alberta independence in this video, but I intend on making more and more of these videos to go forward. They're just going to be my perspective, but I engage with conversation. I think conversation between people is how we are going to find this common ground through common sense. I feel that by sharing each other's perspectives that we will be able to listen to each other. And listening is key, but then I also believe that we need to listen and then use our own minds. We need to have critical thinking, and this is something that is going to be very important as we move forward. I want to hear critical thinking. I want to hear your thoughts. I don't want to hear what the news is telling you. I don't want to hear what the government is telling you. I want to know what you think. And if what you think is just a bunch of talking points that was given to you, and it's pretty easy to tell if somebody's actually thought these things through or not, then I'm not interested in having conversations where you're wrong because of this and you're wrong because of that. I also don't appreciate anything that's explicitive. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm going to say anything said with distinction. I know that this is right and I know that this is wrong. That's not correct. Nobody knows what's actually going on. Please, if you have the inside direction, if you know what's in behind the curtain, do you know what the shadow government's doing? Do you know what the people behind the curtains are doing? No, you don't, and neither do I. And so I'm not going to speak in such a way. What I believe is that we should just share each other's perspectives, what makes us happy, what makes us angry, what makes us concerned as citizens, and we should definitely share these with each other. As we share these with each other, then I think that we will have a stronger and freer Alberta. I do not believe that this is an us versus them type of mentality. I am not interested in fighting with my fellow human beings and my fellow neighbors. I respect each of you. One of the things that has been stated to me, and I think about it constantly, is God has given you grace, and so give grace to others. Right? Meaning that, God gives us life, and then we must in turn respect that life has been given to others. And I do not get to tell you what is right or what is wrong. And nobody else gets to tell me if I'm right or wrong, and nobody gets to tell you if you're right or wrong. But you do get to share. That is the beauty of having a voice. That is the beauty of these devices. That's the beauty of online, is we get to share with one another. And that is the process that I'm about to start, is to start sharing my perspective with everybody. And you don't have to agree with everything I say. And I really hope that you don't agree with everything that I say, because I don't want to be followed at all. I want to be myself, and I want to have free conversation with people about what this means to me and what this means to others. I have done this not just online. I've hosted a series of town halls called Alberta Independence Discussion. I toured the old Didsbury Three Hills riding for our provincial by-election, as well as the Battle River Crowfoot riding by-election. And I toured around to many different towns and engaged in open town halls where I facilitated a moderated conversation between neighbors and between human beings about what this means to them, their concerns, and what they support and what they don't support. And I find that this is the right time to do this. So here I am. My name is John. I am Albertan, and I will be posting my perspective, my opinion, and truly what I would like to have is a constructive conversation about where we go forward. I would like to touch on some of the more touchy subjects in terms of Alberta independence, and we'll get into those individually as I kind of go on here. My invitation to everybody is please try to also engage, use your voice, and put it out there for other people to hear, and maybe you'll inspire further conversation. Maybe you'll inspire somebody to also show their face and their perspective, and maybe through all of that we will come to a truly free and sovereign Alberta. I hope for myself that we achieve sovereignty as a nation of Alberta, and I believe and I hope that we will be the first ones to stand up, and that many other people will follow. I don't think that this is a Canadian thing. I don't think it's an Alberta thing. I think it's a people thing. And I believe that the more that we share with each other, the more that we'll find out where we need to go as a people. I don't want to listen to the government. I don't want to hear what the government has for my best interest. I want to hear what other people think is within their best interest. So this is my first video, and thank you for listening. If you follow me, that would be great, and hopefully I will get to engage with you as I go through this process of, I guess this would be kind of like a vlog or something along these lines, but I encourage other people to use their voice. The time is now. It is happening now. And if you don't use your voice, if you don't make your perspective and your opinion heard, then don't be surprised when whatever this is and however this moves on does not include your opinion, if you don't actually use your own voice and let other people know how you're feeling and what you think. I hope that everybody here has a great day, and God bless Alberta, and may you all have a beautiful day.